All right. It's my impression, one of my all-time favorite movies. Let's see if you can guess what it is. Imagine the baby's Japanese. Smiling, yeah. What movie was it? What? Gotcha, that's right, gotcha. That's actually, like I said, I've never done it with a baby before, but I've worked with a bunch of dwarves all the time, and it was great because before we all quit drinking, that's what we would do to go down to bars in town. Like we get into, it was before Ubers and Lyft. We get into a taxi and be like, take whatever city we were like, take us downtown, right? And it was kind of like a clown car because you can get a lot of dwarves and one lizard into a car. It's like a sedan, you can get a buttload of us in there. Cover his ears or something. No, it's the daytime like you go back to this. Yeah, I'm not big round of applause. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Jenna, and this is Lenny.
Jenna and Lenny, that's correct. Those are your names. That's right. Jenna and Lenny. No, yeah. So anyway, we get in with about 3 or 4 dwarves, get in a cab with me, we go downtown to the bar, and we make sure they pull up in front of the place we were going, open the door, and the dwarves would just start running out of the cab, and then I jump out like, chasing down the streets, because that's funny to us. I'm glad you guys enjoy it too, but we really just used to do it for ourselves. All right, right now, the performer I want to bring up here for you guys, he's, I think he might have self-esteem issues. I'm not sure what exactly is going on with him. I'll tell you this. His name is Seven, and he is a reverend. But he is also, by his own account, the world's worst weekender. Which, yeah, we don't all know what that means either, but you know what? I think he could use a big round of applause. Cheer him up, get him out of here, give him some confidence. Because I know that he can blow your minds.
Good afternoon, ladies, gentlemen, and our non-binary friends. I'd like to clear up 2 things real quick. Yes, my name really is Seven. Yes, I really used to be a reverend. Now, for today, that is not important. What is important is that I'm here to display feats of strength. I'm going to be doing old-time strongman feats of strength, more specifically. Now, real quick, let's get some noise from the crowd. Who here has seen a strongman show before? The same 6 of you as before. All right. Now, I will be up here for your viewing pleasure, bending things, breaking things, tearing things, maybe snapping, maybe popping. That's just my knee. Now, to get started, at first I was going to argue with Mike. He and I don't get along, so if I cut out, I'm just going to talk really loud. You can hear me back there, yes? There we go. All right, as you can see, this is my travel bag. It says Hyper Tough. This guy. Now, folks, for your viewing entertainment, I'm going to display firstly a deck of cards. Yeah. Why? It's a deck of cards. You paid to see me. You paid to see me struggle on stage in front of all of you with a deck of cards in the silly little cellophane. But maybe that's not important. Maybe that is important. Holy. We got kids out here, yeah? Holy mackerel and salmon. Okay. Do you know what is more nerve-wracking than being in front of people and having a prop not work? Nothing. All right, so now, on a display of old-time strongman feats of strength, they will display the cards to you. Good Lord, what is with these boxes and me today? I'm not even that drunk yet. All right, so this is 52 and 2. 52 cards, 2 jokers, and a deck. Your classic old-time strongman would defend their titles by saying, I can tear this through in one clean blow, just like that. If you're missing, were you paying attention? Because I wasn't. Now, if I seem a little scatterbrained, a little spastic, and if I stumble over my words, that's not part of the act. That is just me. So now I would like to display something differently, because me and Spaz Brain, that's what I call him, I'm slightly obsessive. And being slightly obsessive, I like to make things more challenging. And my whole thought there is if it's more challenging for me, it's more fun for you guys to watch. With me so far?
Yep.
All right, 2 people right here. This is all I'm hearing. All right. Now, firstly, I would ask one of you in the audience, if I can see any of you. Let's see, you here with the beard. You have a beard? Yeah. All right. I can't see. I'm going to have you pick a number for me, 1, 2, or 3. That's it. Those 3 numbers, 1, 2, or 3. 3. All right. So as per your pick, I'm going to start with this deck of cards once more. Now this time, I'd like for you to pay attention. I'm going to start up here, and I'm just going to give that card a little tear. I'm then going to flip this deck around and give this deck one more tear. Just like that. So as you can see, we didn't tear the deck just once. We tore it into thirds. As that. Now, I would like to point out one thing real quick, if I may. If this looks easy, it is only easy because I have done this a lot. I practice and practice and practice. There's a few more of those. So that I can make these things look easy for you guys. Now, let's just say that you're not satisfied with one deck being torn into thirds. You're not satisfied with the first deck being torn once, were we? No! All right, so. And the deck got more applause than I did. All right, so then we'll take this small little center section here and let's pretend our bearded friend, where did you go? There you go. I really can't see. So let's pretend our bearded friend picked another number. What would that number be? 2. 2. All right, so we took the middle section of our deck and just, as soon as I get my sweaty, slippery hands, now we have my... You notice the table. If anybody caught the show last night, I got in trouble. Turns out I made a mess. Now, as you notice, my bag has all kinds of accoutrements, accessories, and etc. And that is for your viewing and entertainment. Let's see. Does anybody in the audience speak French? Vous parlez français? Okay. I forget we're in Georgia. So now, if you were here last night, you may have seen this. If you were not here last night, that is perfectly fine as well. What I have here is a very large bolt. Now this is often referred to as a carriage bolt. This is what holds your car to its frame. This is what holds the deck to your house. This is what you'll see on your parents' bed. Don't ask why. It's a kid's show. Don't kill me. So now I'm going to take this bolt, and you notice these pieces of leather here. These are here to protect my hands. Why does a strong man? Why do I need to protect my hands? Can we ask that? Why? There. Because I'm strong, not puncture-proof. Do you really want to see me drive a bolt through my hand up here today? Yeah. For the record, I'm married to this one. Joke's on her, she knows we don't have insurance. So, in honor of our most gracious host for this event and for the grandiose unveiling of the two-headed Rex, I have started calling this the Echo Bend. Oh, just like a man struggle getting the hole. It is a kid's show. I could be talking about golfing. Yep. Now, do you see what I did? Me and Peter Echo, we could be twins. So now what I'll be demonstrating is not only a feat of strength, this is a feat of nose. I'm going to take, and we're just going to give this bolt a real quick twirl. Well, in my nose. And ladies and gentlemen, just like that, I went from being Peter Echo to Jamie Heineman from Mythbusters. If anybody wants a souvenir, I'll put some extra on there for you. All right, now, did we enjoy that one? Did that look fun? You want to see it do it again, except harder and not in my face?
Yes.
Okay. If anybody else out there has any speak to yourself. Now, after this is over, if you want to come up to me and you want to have me sign your things, shake your hand, and squeeze a bejesus out of your fingers, let me know. I'm not going to do that. I'll sign your stuff, I'm just not going to squeeze you. Well. Now, once again, I'm taking out my leather pads. I am just wrapping around 2 of these big bolts. Now, as I mentioned before, these hold your car to the frame. These hold the deck to your house. We're not going to make that same joke because kids. What is important to know is that each one of these bolts requires just a few 100 pounds of force each. A few 100 pounds each. I can't see, but I swear that was our bearded friend from. Was that you? Was that you going to ooh? Yeah. All right. Look at that. You can tell by the beard. All right. So now we've got our bolts wrapped. We have them in our leather pads. This is not the Sunday show, so no crucifixion. I used to be a minister. I can make these jokes. Thank you. So we're just going to take and tighten these up real quick, like. Now you may be wondering, where does a strong man get his props? At your local neighborhood hardware store. Now I've been accused of doing all sorts of fun things, using fake bolts, plastic bolts, whatever have you. And that's no fun. I don't like to lie to people. If I did that, I'd still be a pastor. I went there. Don't worry, kids. I didn't mean it. All right, folks. Now here, after a long moment and a long pause, we have our 2 bolts successfully wrapped up in these nice little leather pads. I'm going to take these one more time, hold up high under my chin, not the nose, and we're going to tip to bend these. Now remember, this is a few 100 pounds of force. And I say a few hundred because it's almost as much as I weigh. It's a fat joke. It's okay. I know what I'm doing. All right, so we're going to take these big bolts. We're going to put them right up on our chin. Get a big breath in. Hey, that was my new act. It's called the clothespin. Did you like it? Debut, first time ever here. All right, so far you've seen me rip a deck of cards into various sundry pieces. You have seen. I told you, I can't. You have seen me. One more time. What's the word I'm looking for? Seen. A Satan. I didn't know you spoke Georgian. All right, so just like that, that was those 2 big bolts. Essentially, what you watched was a car wreck in slow motion. That's about the same amount of force required to take these bolts from that straight shape to, well, whatever that is. Now, before I leave here, yes, they are functional. I would like to ask everybody out there, do we want to do a popping act or a snapping act?
Both.
Both? Okay. You know what? If we got time, if they don't chase me off, we'll do both. Now, folks, I expect the same sort of enthusiasm for everybody following me, especially if I'm eating into their time, and I'm going to say it was all your faults. I have here a can of diet soda. Why diet soda? It's not sticky. Why soda? I don't drink it, so what the hell else am I doing? Now, you may notice I do have these plastic bags. Part of the agreement in me being up here on stage for you guys is that I don't make a mess. Table. That's why we have the table tonight. I keep telling you, last night I got in trouble. So now I have our can of soda wrapped up in its first plastic bag. And it'll become fairly important that we do a second plastic bag. That's why this is a kids show. See, this half the crowd out kids got that. They know the importance of wrapping. I'm talking about your Christmas presents. When they wrap your presents at Christmas, that's what I'm talking about. Now, before we get to this, real quick, why can't you hear a pterosaur use the bathroom? Because the P is silent. Nobody laughed at that last night either. Why can't you hear the Rex use the bathroom? Because they're dead. That's right. If you laugh at these jokes, that's your own fault. Now later tonight, you guys are all invited to a after party. We're going to a paleontological dig site. It's for a brontosaur tibia. Should be a real shindig. These don't get better. All right, so now we have our can safely wrapped. This can of soda contains 100 psi. This is 3 times what is in your car tire out in the parking lot.
Yep. Wow.
Maybe less for yours. You know what you did. Now, this is also the same pounds of force that is in the big truck tires you pass going by the highway, and as you're passing, you're thinking, dear God, don't blow up now. So now I'm going to do this. Same thing, except under my face. So we take the big can of soda here with its 100 psi in its protective baggies, and I'm going to put it right up here on my chin, and we're going to squeeze it till it pops. Sound good?
Yeah.
Did you not catch the whole thing about rapping?
Pray and pray. Pray and pray.
How many kids do you have?
None.
She's been careful.
You've been praying to the right person. All right. Now, I would like to point out that this does look fun. This does look messy. This is also a concussion grenade under my chin. 100 pounds of force up under the skull does not feel great, so I have a headache and can't hear you later. That's why it's not a stroke, I promise. All right, folks, here we go. Now that was the top popping out. So what we're doing is evacuating the pressure. Let's go a little more. Oh no. Well, it's a good thing you guys picked both, because that wasn't supposed to happen. That's the importance of wrapping. Ask me how many kids that took me to figure out. For the record, this is my son. All right, I think we're good on time. Okay. So, real quick, let's do one more, and then guys, I will be off the stage so you can actually laugh at somebody funnier than me. Now, real quick, I want to demonstrate to you this chain. This is what's called number 10 jack chain. I don't know this jack person. We good? Okay. So, I'm going to take our number 10 jack chain. I'm going to string it through one of these bolts. I'm going to put that on the end of this weight. Just like this. Now I get accused of using these chains that are good for holding up houseplants. This is not the case. Jack chain is used to hold up heavier things. Believe it or not, it can actually hold my body weight. You see those? Yes, we have to wrap it again. Why are you judging me so hard? I'm trying to be safe. I'm trying not to get in trouble so I can do our last show tonight. You know, a smarter man than me would have measured the bag first. All right, one more more time, this is not one of those rinky-dink light chains that you see that hang up your house plants. Does this feel dangerous to anybody else? It's okay, they're insured. All right, folks, now simply by placing this plate on the floor, I'm going to stand up here with my feet. I'm going to hold on to this with just one hand, and we're going to take a big lift and try to pop this chain. I'm actually going to stand this way. You're welcome. Now, I would like to point out that this does take a few hundred pounds of force to snap. When it snaps, these clear a few hundred feet per second. You're safe. All right, so let's get a big breath in, and we're going to snap this chain. Are we ready? Now, did we see it go clear across the stage? Do you see why I keep getting myself in trouble? Now, folks, I am the Reverend Seven. I hope you enjoyed this very brief demonstration of mine. If you want to come up later and shake hands, just remember, I just did that.
I bet you got a little more in you to give to the Reverend Seven. Come on, let's hear it for him. Amazing and amusing, confounding and confusing. There's no one quite like the Reverend Seven.
Thank God for that.
And thank God for that. That's right. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you might have noticed we got a little bit of a theme going on here today at the museum. You notice we got a T-Rex with 2 heads. Yeah. You've got a host with 2 tongues. Ooh, come on, you saw it before. Did you forget that quickly? Oh, never played for an amnesia crowd before. Everything, somebody came through the crowd, bumped you all in the head, like bump, bump, bump. You don't remember any of it. Now, you know, said you got a 2-headed T-Rex, you got a 2-tongued MC, and now we're about to bring to the stage a 2-tailed mermaid. Be careful. That's right, bring the applause. Yes, sir.